we are here, the layout we're preparing, and we're going to use this tool just for a reference. Okay, now this one we can use here, merge cells. So this we can use it here. We have this facility also available here, so we can use this tool very nicely. So here we're gonna mention like cell details, so your staff can put details here without going into backend data, which is quite harsh and untidy sometimes. So they can use this one. So we got here, let's prepare layout quickly without wasting time. And this is what we got here. And now here we can, now this worksheet is separate. This worksheet is completely separate. So what in this worksheet, what we are going to do, we're going to give our staff the thing and some buttons to insert this data to other worksheet. And for that button, we are going to insert menu, and then we are going to pick it up this drawing. Once we go into drawing, we are going to draw some button, type of button shape we are going to choose. Like here we are going to choose this one. Curved one is always preferable, and let's do it. Save. Here we can choose gradient also. It looks much better. And for text also, we can use colors and bring it in the center. And if you want to change the color of the text also, that we can do italic, however you want, you can do it into that. So this is what is needed. The rest you can practice your own. Save. Our save is here. All right. And then we need our clear button also, we need it. Let's prepare another button. Clear data, whatever data we dev staff is going to put, and then once it's done, it's like they want to clear data, so you can do it. And let's be quick to finish it up in time, so the video should be relevant and not be boring. Okay, so here we got two buttons here. Depends how we want to use this button and where we want to use. Now this we can keep it here, let's keep it here, and this one let's keep it here. And so we got these two buttons here available, but we cannot use these buttons right now because the script is not down. So here you can see this three dotted button, and then here we can edit this button also with the color. If you want to change or you want to write something else instead of save or clear, you can go into edit, you can delete this button, or assign a script. Assign a script is a what type of coding we are going to do, that we are going to give the function name. We can give it here what type of functionality is going to get it done as per the codes of that function which we have assigned. So that is the later on tool we are going to use, but this is how the script is going to, the layout is going to happen. Let's make it a little beautiful. Let's make it bold. This one. The buttons are done. And let's remove the grid lines now. The grid lines are gone. Yeah, it looks a bit better. The product also, it looks 1, 2, 3. We can put it here. And the date, again we are going to, let's put the date again. Data validation we are going to use, and this time date, reject. This time we are not going to use this one because we not a range. we are going to use a single cell. So that's why B2 we want to use only B2. So let's save this range. Now the category means again data validation. Again we'll go here and the data range and the list of item. This time we are going to use again is for the VAT and comma non VAT. What we have done in our backend area, the same thing we are going to get it done over here, because we want our staff to do work now and send the data to the backend, to the management, not the higher management is not going to get it done all this work. The sales department is going to do. So we have to opt all this option. All these options. That's why we have taken our criteria for the front end and back end. The front end is with the staff, back end is with the management, and back end will have definitely a dashboard also. On that will be very interesting also, and that dashboard will be an interesting chapter once we collect all the data, and then how we are going to analyze that data and how we want to see the higher management, how they want to see about the sales, about the purchases, about the profit and loss, and all these things, and about the payment structure, and they have received the debtors and creditors. So all these things comes under business management. That's why I'm saying that it's not a one chapter. It's many sheets we are going to create, and we are going to fetch the data and how we are going to use. Again, the client name. For the client name, we do not have it here. So for that, we have all the client name in our data here. Everyone, listen. This is a very interesting step which we want to use all the time, and from one sheet to another sheet, how we are going to fetch data. Now remember, we want to fetch data client name, okay, and it is available into the management worksheet. We want to fetch it into the staff. Now we are going to copy this URL, because the Google Sheet is based upon completely URL based. This Google Sheet is this way are going to use. Here we are going to create one, and that URL we copied. Here we are going to use is equal to import. What we need to import, there are many things we can import. The data in XML data also, that is there for the data .csv and .tsv, that is the comma separated and the tab separated. So formats, so we don't need this type of data. So feed, we don't need it. And HTML based from the website data, we don't want any data right now from HTML. So we want to use import range, that is from another spreadsheet. So this we are going to import range. Everyone listen, this is very important. This formula is very important. You're going to use every time this formula. So import range, use it, and then we are going to the spreadsheet URL. We are going to pick it up, the URL which we have copied, paste it there in inverted commas, and then comma again, and another comma, and then close the brackets. But inside this last inverted commas, we are going to use the name of sheet name data. This is coming from data, so we are going to use data absolutely in the same correct name. We need to put the sheet name. If it's not correct, then it will give us error. So here data, the data range we are going to use is the client name, that is A2 to A. So A2 and thoroughly all rows we want to cover it up. So this is how we are going to use our import range, and we are going to get our complete data, and it's going to get permission also first of all. And here is going to ask you need to connect these sheets, so allow access, so we have to give permission. So once we give permission, data will appear. That's how it works. So here we have our data client 1 2 3 4, all name of clients. From one sheet to another sheet we got this data. Now from here we got from A2, and we can get it from A1 also. So let's do it from A1. Here we are going to change A2 A1, and let's get with name, header also. Here we got it. So that's how we are going to get it. And let's get another um, column also, B column also for the invoice number. That's also we need it. So we are going to use this one also. So for that we need to copy our name. The complete range is going to get copied here, and here we need to change just our range because it is in the same spreadsheet B1 to B2. So we should get it here, all our invoice numbers, as we kept it in our management. So that's how we are going to use import range to fetch data from the one sheet to another sheet. That is, we are getting it from the management back data, from the data to staff. Okay, here. And now here we got it here. So we put it here the way we want it to use. Now invoice number. Now we are going to go into the data validation. Again, range we are going to use, and this range is in sheet number 2 for the this is for the client, or invoice numbers. We are going to use invoice numbers. So from here to again complete range, we have to remove B. We want complete B column, and then reject. We don't want manual. Our staff should not do any manual things to avoid errors. And here we got invoice numbers, yes, and here we got the category, and the same way we are going to use for the client name. For the client name, data validation again and again, we are going to use the same process with same efforts. And here we move this one, and then we are press this project input and saved, and let's go here. So here we got all these things, and the name of the client is available here. So credit debit, it will be like numeric, and then numeric we are going to choose it from our shortcuts 1 2 3, and the numbers, this is into the number. So this is how we are going to use. We are going to put number here, confirmed number, yes. And the payment status, now the payment status is also predefined, so we have to use our data validation. Again, my internet went off, but now yeah, we are back. Data validation for our, okay, cancel. Let's select this one, data validation, and then we are going to use a reject, this time list, and this is a payment status, which means paid, comma, pending. Be sure with the spellings always, because these spellings are very important. This you are going to utilize further when you're going to make your reports on your dashboard. So this is how our payment will look like. Okay, so this is how, and the numbers here again, 1 2 3 number journal numbers will come over here, so we don't need to do anything. So this is how our sale data will look like. Let's change the color of this header. White is completely boring, and let's put something else. Let's put it little interesting, this color. So here we are with our buttons. We have done with our import range, and this is with the sales. Let's change the name, sales, and here is, let's put the name back data, or let's change it to data, okay, stuff. We have it in stuff. With staff worksheet, we have this data which we are going to hide, and to hide also we are going to just right click and then hide your sheet, and your sheet will be hidden, sheet hidden now. So this is how. And if you want to just bring our sheet back. So we are going to click this button and then select which sheet we want, and it's back. So that's how we are going to do all our we're going to play with our sheets. Now you can keep on playing with all these things and try learning how to improvise all these things. Okay, let's like we are playing. Okay, we are playing with this, and we want this to be in a different color. We don't want any lines here for a while. On top, yes, we want, because it's part of that, and then now it looks much better. So it depends on how you want to play, and you better keep on playing with your sheet. Once you play with your sheet and you start learning with different formulas, and here we have sales. Data cell is here, sales, and we are with the management also. We are ready with that. And in management we have sale data, which is already prepared, and we can do it from here also, management with the sales, but we don't want to do it from here. We just want to analyze from this data. But how to get more data, sale data here, that's a staff job. So for staff we made this front end. So this is important for all aspects to provide this front end and get data at the back end.